live. We're live with TidBit Tuesdays, our second one.
I know, right? Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
5 days into the new year, 2021.
And happy Founders Day to the men of Kappa Alpha Psi.
Yep, them noops. Them noops.
With the nice little shimmy.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Shimmy, shimmy. Them shoulders. Hit them with the shoulders. Hit them with the shoulders. Well, welcome to TidBit Tuesdays.
Welcome to TidBit Tuesdays.
Hi. Okay, y'all ready for our theme song?
Y'all ready?
Y'all ready?
Who gonna call this off?
I do.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
We got TidBit Tuesdays.
We got TidBit Tuesdays. We got TidBit Tuesdays. Yeah. With Kaja.
I'm Derica.
Yeah.
Hi. Welcome. Hey, fam.
How y'all doing?
Hey,
Hi,
Kim
Facebook.
Hunter.
Hi. TidBit Tuesdays with Kaja, Derica, and Jeff. So last week was our first episode, our first in this series, and we want to start off the year right.
Yeah, I believe so too.
You good?
I'm
with
ready.
That? You good with that? You
I'm
ready
good.
for this new year? 2020 was
Ready,
something
ready.
else. So what we're going to be talking about today is your purpose and your passion, and what's your plan of action? Y'all want to say that again?
That's a good one. Ready?
Let's do it again. You want to do it again?
Let's
Okay.
do it again.
Purpose and passion, and what's your plan of action? What's your plan of action for 2021, y'all? What's your plan of action? We all have goals. We all have aspirations. We all want things. All have things that we want to accomplish in our personal lives, in our work lives, in our career.
True.
What you want to accomplish?
So basically, you just gotta start setting that mindset to, what do I want to do? What do I like to do?
What am I good at?
What am I good at?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
what
am
are
I?
you good at?
What am I capable of doing?
Right. True. So, I mean, let's take each one of us for example.
Okay, well, when it deals with your purpose,
Uh-huh.
for me, I think I just kind of went way back to when I started working. So my jobs have always centered around people, customer service. I worked in adult education. I worked with youth, people twice as older than me. I've coached, but it's always centered around people. So it's like health services type positions, teaching job. But I know that my purpose, like I said, is just working with people. So my purpose is working with people. And then with that, my passion is writing. I like to write informal. They're like creating documents. I used to do poetry. And so even that centered around people. So I was able to say my purpose, serving people, my passion of writing informal, and creative. And my plan of action, well, I had a poetry group.
Yep.
Now I'm doing a production company where I'm going to be writing plays. So see how things just kind of work hand in hand with your purpose. When you know what you're good at, when you know what you like. I like people. Like I would probably talk to people that other people probably wouldn't deal with.
Right. And you're helping others with your writing skills too. Outside of your production company, you're helping people with business plans.
Right.
And
Coming up with their mission statements.
Yes.
That's a purpose, serving, and then, like I said, a passion, because I like to write. I mean, I've written recommendation letters, business plans, resumes, poems, all of that stuff, writing a script, a skit, so it all ties into my purpose, serving, and then my passion, writing.
Talking about resumes, that brings up to like Deandra. She's mentioned her purpose and her passion. She loves writing, and the kind of the same as you. And she's putting that into like a purpose of helping others with helping with their resumes and
the
such.
precise writing.
Precise writing.
Because honestly, like who do you know that just likes to write?
She likes, that's far in between.
I mean, I've written recommendations. People like, I'll make you sound good on paper.
Yes, make me look good. I need a bio written now. Peace.
Yeah, can you tweak my resume?
Tweak that. But like I said, we're talking about purpose and passion and how to mesh the two together. And what's your plan of action? You've been sitting on that couch. Last week you sitting on that couch. You ain't got nothing else to do.
Nothing.
So what are you gonna do?
Can't eat in the diners,
Yeah, we have nothing but time.
I would say just make a list.
True. Yes.
What do I like to do? What am I interested in? And then, what do you want to do?
Right.
I mean, there's always some things that people want to do, as you said, a bucket list type thing. But, however, just write down, just map out. It could be a simple map, put me in the middle, and then just branch out. What do you like to do? What is your purpose? What do you think your passion is? And then make another line, plan of action. And plan of action is what? What is that?
What you gonna do?
Exactly.
Is you gonna barbecue a meal, dude?
Is you gonna jump or gnaw?
Jeff, we talk about purpose and passion. Give
Right.
the people a little example of you.
Like for me, same with Derica. I mean, I've always worked with people. Just going back, it seemed like I've always worked with either children or youth in some capacity. My mom was a teacher, so I was always dealing with kids. So, and then I went from that, got into thanks to Kaja, worked at Wesley School for a number of years with autistic children. So that was when I started to develop what my purpose was, and that was helping others. And then from Wesley, I went to the Child Abuse Council, which was another service type of agency where I was helping children that were neglected in cases of neglect and abuse. So my purpose was to be of service. And within that, I can't say that I know exactly what my passion is, but now, but I think it's developing.
Yeah, there you go.
There
There
you
you
go.
go. So, good point, Jeff.
Good point.
Everybody doesn't know what their purpose is or their passion is right off the hand. As you work in it and you develop it, like you said, it's developing.
It's being developed.
It's being developed. So you may have little pinpoints here and there, but once you get everything together with that plan of action, your purpose and your passion, it blossoms.
Right.
It blossoms. It really does. As for me, my purpose, I know that my purpose is serving. I know that my purpose is being that vessel to network and get information out to other people. I have become that vessel, and now I accept that. I accept that, and I embrace it. So just to be able to help somebody else do the same or do different or do whatever their heart desires, if I can find out that information and get it to you, that's what I'm supposed to do. So I just know I'm that vessel. So all of my blessings that I'm getting are just overflowing to other people. Like Will just said, what did he just say in there? He said, when your passion meets your purpose, it doesn't feel like work.
Nope, it doesn't.
Exactly.
It
really
does not.
doesn't.
It doesn't.
Nope.
It doesn't. You are so right. You are so right with that. So my purpose, serving others. My passion, cooking and food and being greedy. And
Who don't like a good
Who
plate?
don't like
who don't like a good plate? You know what I'm saying? So, my passion was always cooking and Cajun food and all that kind of stuff. So the seasonings and the crab boils. You know what? Even though crab boils was getting people together.
It was.
And
Yeah.
networking. And people have met and gone on and done things together and developed friendships out of coming together in my passion.
I think I probably met half the people I know was probably because of a crab boil
Same here.
or the 2-3 day New Year's Eve party. But I've met a lot of people through that way.
Yeah.
And the networking has been phenomenal.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, and it's like for me, I know of a lot of people, but I don't necessarily know people or have a relationship. But through the crab boils and the 3-day New Year's Eve,
Right, man.
I've been able to develop acquaintances
And
and
some lasting
bonds
friendships.
and some lasting friendships
Right.
with people that I've met that I've only heard about or knew of.
So just, what your purpose is and what your passion is, it may not be for you. It may be to touch somebody else. That's all I'm saying
That's
in
true.
that.
That's true.
Yep. So let's get down to action. So we're talking about your purpose and your passion and what's your plan of action. So how do we put our plans in action?
Well, a lot of people, first of all, you have to be confident, that you can do what it is that you're seeking.
Right.
So sometimes we have a tendency to self-sabotage.
Self-sabotage. Okay, do you know what self-sabotage is?
Self-sabotage, in my definition, is self-doubt,
Yes.
procrastination, like fear. So those are the things that self-sabotage means to me, and I have done those things on more than one occasion in pursuits of things that
Overcoming fear, yes.
Yeah.
you know that I wanted to do.
Right.
Not feeling smart enough, not feeling capable enough to pull off a certain thing.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so
Getting in your own way is self-sabotage.
Right.
overthinking.
Overthinking.
And I'm
So many overthinkers
And I'm an
out here.
overthinker. I mean, me and a Gemini, I overthink dog near everything. And it can be habilitating.
Yes.
I'm catching my words.
Yeah, you good. You good. So basically, yes, allowing people to discourage you, but most of the time with self-sabotage, you're discouraging yourself.
It's like that expression, we are our worst enemies.
We are our worst enemies. Like he said, we overthink, we get in our own way, we make excuses. All of these exhibit ways of you self-sabotaging yourself. And you have to get out of your own way. That overthinking and that overzealous, what if something bad happens? What if it don't work? What if I fail? What if it don't? What if it don't? But what if it does?
But what if it,
Do you think millionaires have not failed at something that they try to do over and over again?
Right.
It's like, if it doesn't work once, go back again. Go back to the drawing
Go
board.
back again.
Tweak it and see what's going to work, but at least try.
That's that stinking thinking.
And then it's like we watch. Shout out to Sonia Marie. Love her.
Yes. She's on YouTube, Sonia Marie Astrology.
Astrology. Sonia
She
Marie.
believes in God too. Now, don't think
Right.
that we all just they believing in them signs, child. We can't watch them no more.
And them stars, but everything aligns,
Yes.
and everything aligns. And one of the things that she said on her weekly rundown that stuck with me was, don't stop before you start.
Did you hear that? Say it again.
Don't stop before you start. And so, along with that, going along with the plan of action, plan at the speed of your own desire. That means that you don't have to compete with anyone else.
Right.
For instance, I have something coming off the pipe, this year. And not necessarily mean, my sister right here, she got her production company started. So that don't mean that I need to go and roll out my thing immediately after her
Just
because she got hers up and jumping. I got all 2021 to do what I need to do to make sure that
Sonia Marie is her name.
To make sure that I'm doing things at my pace that's going to get me ready for it. Because of some of the health issues that I've been dealing with, I don't want to move too fast.
You don't want to be overwhelmed.
I don't want to overwhelm myself. I don't want to just...
like she said, pile everything on your plate all at once. Start with one thing.
Right.
Start with one thing that you're good at. Start with one thing that you know that you can do, that you won't overthink. Just do that one thing to start that domino effect. When you do that one thing that's on your goal list, like what's the first thing you need to do? I don't know. I don't know what I need to do. Okay, well think about that. Write down what it is you want to do, and then the one thing that you think that's going to be the easiest or the hardest, because I always start with the hardest thing. Once you get over that hardest thing, all the other dominoes will fall into place. Because if you want to call God, the atmosphere, the universe, however you want to say it, God just wants you to put your faith in action. So once you take that one step out on faith, the next step is there.
Faith without works is dead.
Faith without works is dead.
Yep.
If you're afraid of putting your word in and believing in His word, how can you make it to the next step? So put that faith in action. One step, next step. The domino effect, it was a beautiful analogy. Once you hit that first domino or that first goal or check off that first thing on your list, the other dominoes will start to fall. Whatever it is. And I'm not even talking about just starting a business.
No.
I'm talking about any kind of goal. You want your own house. You want your own car. You want your own place. You want a new job. You want to go back to school. It could be for anything. But you have to put your plan of action in place. And once you do that, start with one thing.
And that's the thing, and you have to move with concern and devotion, and balance your process.
Yes.
Balance balance your process. So
I'm putting Saint Marie in the thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I just think that with everything that all of us have going on, last year 2020 was a bit overwhelming and taxing for everybody. Now 2021 should be now we're putting our feet to the ground. 2020 was planned, getting your thoughts out, getting your ideas out, and now 2021 is now putting that into action, putting our feet to the ground, and rolling that out.
So how will you get your plan of action? So there's different ways to do your plan of action. Of course, we just said write a list. Write a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't even put 5 things. Put 3. Your top 3 things that you want to do. Because we don't want to overwhelm you. Like Saint Marie said, you don't want to be overwhelmed because you'll see that list and be like, oh my God, I can't do none of this. Yeah. Oh my God, I done wrote down all this stuff on my list and I can't do nothing. Put down 3 things. 3 things. I don't care what it is. And start with the hardest thing. The way you could do this is a list or a vision board.
Vision boards are good.
Vision board?
Vision boards are always good.
Like you said, the circle of me.
You could do the map, but just put me in the middle, M-E, and then from there just branch out. Me, whether it's, first of all, say stick to confidence.
Yep.
Then from there, just branch out and put those things that you want, and then say for instance, if you put me, then you go confidence, and then you might want to go back to school, and then from school you can do another arrow, and you can put your choice of school.
Yeah.
Okay. And then from there, you can just build off of school because it's steps.
You gotta call the school.
Call the school.
Get off your couch right now and call that 1-800 number to the school.
So
that's step 1.
Yeah, so that could be step 1. Or, if you want to not necessarily open up a business, but there's so many things I'm sure that people want to do. It's just the how.
How.
It's the how part.
One of the other things that you can do, I know has worked for me, is surround yourself with like-minded individuals of where you want to go. The saying, birds of a feather flock together. So if you hang around negative-minded people, you're going to ingest that energy. If you hang around positive, goal-oriented individuals, you're going to exude that energy. So as for me, this is the reason why I've connected with some of the people that I've connected with, and some other people have fallen off because it just wasn't a good dynamic for us to be in sync with one another.
I mean, everybody, like the good book says,
everything has a time and a season.
Say it again.
Everything has a time and a season. So with the people that have been cut off, it's not a bad
It's
thing.
not even a cut off.
But
it's
sometimes you have to, so that everyone can grow and find their niche.
I'm gonna give you a good old analogy. So the seasons.
Okay.
Like you said, it's a season and it's a time for everything. So seasons. In the fall, what happens to the leaves on the tree?
They fall off the tree.
All the leaves are not going to all the leaves are not going to stay on your tree till the next season.
Right.
All the leaves, write that down if you need to. All the leaves are not going to stay on your tree in the next season. They have to fall away. So you can be grounded, regenerate yourself, and go into your next season.
Right.
And grow new leaves.
True.
Some may stay, some may go. It's okay. All of it is okay because everybody has a season, everybody has a purpose, everybody has a passion, everybody has a plan for their life that we don't even know what it is.
Right. That's true.
But don't be dismayed if you don't know exactly what that is at this very moment.
Don't be okay with your tree being frozen and you don't know what leaves finna bloom in the spring.
It's just not just.
Come on, somebody. Y'all better see that I'm preaching up in here today.
And we'll have a A and B
plate.
selection.
A and B selection.
And the collection plate.
I'm coming up
Oh, no.
on the rough side. No, I'm just playing. But you know, we get heavy. We're going to be heavy up in here, but you know, we're going to lighten it up. But it makes sense. Doesn't that make sense?
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Some leaves are going to fall off. You just sweep them
And
up.
you know what? Don't be scared if you fail. You know, when I came up here to go back to school, I sat out of school for like a whole year because I had to take 2 tests. So when you go into teacher prep program, you have to take a test to get into the actual part where you can do your student teaching, where this test you only take twice a year, in January and then again in July. I failed the math part by 7 points. So I wasn't able to take any further classes because I needed to pass those tests. So I set out for a whole year. But within that year, I was working at Mocha, saw opportunity to advance. And when the fall hit, I got that call from Baker and it was like, hey, we got this program. We did an audit. It was kind of like in alignment with a liberal arts program. So they was like, we did an audit and you have 2 classes to take and you could get this degree. So I called my mom. I was like, hey, can I just get this degree? I really like what I do.
Yeah.
Working with people with disabilities. And I said, I see opportunities for advancement. And she was like, okay, go for it. And then I did that, got the supervisor position too. And so but within that year, I just talked to God and said, whatever it is that you have for me, as my mom said, is for you. Yep. And I just sat out and I waited patiently, and I had gained a ton of experience, got trained, and really enjoyed working in the field, and I haven't looked back.
Nope.
And it's all about trusting the process and just knowing that God does have a plan for you.
God has a plan for all of us, and so it's just putting your plan in action. And how are you going to use your faith to put your plan in action and to, like we said a minute ago, faith without works is dead.
And remember that sometimes your plan will need some adjustments.
Oh,
So
yeah.
What if they say? It say you want to make God laugh. Tell me your plan.
Tell him your plans. Yeah, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. But here's the thing. He has a plan, but okay, you can tell him your plan, but he going to still put his plan in action even though you think you got a plan. That was a lot, but it makes sense. Replay that back.
That makes total sense.
Like you said, the mustard seed of faith, Frida, that makes perfect sense. That mustard seed. If you have the faith of a mustard seed, do you know how small a mustard seed is?
I mean, you can't even barely
Can
pick
barely
it up
see
with
it.
your
It's
2
like
fingers.
it's smaller than the tip of this pen.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you have that faith and then you just step out on it, step out.
Have
like
to.
I said, it's not even about starting a small business. It's not even about all of that. It's about anything in your life that you want to put a plan of action to.
Yep.
Anything.
Yep.
Anything.
Yeah, I mean, restoration of a relationship.
Yes, anything.
Anything. It's just about making sure that you have the mindset and the the compassion.
The compassion.
To do so.
Yeah,
And-
go
and-
get it.
go-
get it.
Listen,
Yeah, that's it.
where is your motivation? Where's your motivation? Do you have any? Or do you rely on others to motivate you?
I know for me, sometimes I have to rely on other people to motivate me. You know, that's just the personality type that I am.
Okay.
You know, and I'm owning and accepting who I am in that. You know, so
Yeah, because you know Jeff gets a little heavy. You know what I'm saying? So we
Yeah.
have to Jeff. That self-sabotage is what he was talking
That
about.
doubt.
That self-doubt. So it, like you were talking about, like-minded people who will know you to help you bring that out. Shake it off. Shake it off.
These mugs, they know me.
Listen, y'all know I'm a ball of energy. She's like the methodical one. He's like the deep thinker. You know.
I just like to be.
You know-
I'm the calm one. I just.
And
Okay, it's gonna be all right.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know I am.
And I think we all need that, each personality
It's a
in our
balance.
lives.
It's a balance.
We do.
We balance each
We
other
balance
out.
it. Yep.
There's a balance. There's a
Yeah.
balance.
We
So
balance
find your balance in the people that you love. Find your balance in the like-minded people that you have in your family, your friends, your spouse, your significant other, whatever that is. But find that, because if you can't motivate yourself, You can have other people to help you out of it.
You can come to 2300 Barney, man.
You can come to 2300 Barney, and when you feeling down and when you feeling doubt and when you acknowledging that self-sabotage, we'll help you get it out.
We'll help you shake it off.
Shake it off.
Shake it off.
Shake it off. Shake it off. I mean, but for real, it's like we need good energy.
Right.
You need good energy to survive.
And we want to provide that.
We want to provide
and we need it ourselves.
Yes.
Exactly.
You know?
And it's not saying that, life is not always perky and easy.
What's that church song?
But
I need you, you need me, we need each other to survive. I ain't been to church in a minute, but you know that song. Oh, my bad. Oh, y'all know that song. I need you to survive.
We're not going to sing songs right now.
I like the church songs. Joe trying hard not to laugh at me right now. But we need each other to survive. And then when you can't encourage yourself, even though the church phone says you have to encourage yourself sometimes, for real.
It does.
It does. But don't be afraid and self-sabotage yourself when you can't put your purpose and passion and put it to a plan of action. That's what we're talking about today.
That's it.
So as a recap.
He said recap.
Recap. You see?
He said recap.
You see him?
I feel like I need to take.
I know, right.
Let me write this down.
Recap.
So Jeffrey said.
So as a recap.
Recap. Okay.
To putting your plan of action into action, make a list. Do the me map.
They could do the me map.
Me map.
A vision board.
A vision board. Or just a list of goals.
Or just a list of goals. And start off with the top 3.
Yep.
So that you won't overwhelm yourself. And also just know that your plan, whatever your plan is, it may need some adjustment.
Of course.
And you move at your own speed of desire.
Yep.
You're not in competition with anyone. Sonia Marie said one of the things that she said, she's like, the trees are not in competition with one another. They grow at their own rate, at their own pace. So move at your own rate, at your own rate, your own pace. If you want to be in competition with yourself, then do that to prove a point to yourself. But I'm not competing with Derica or Kaja. They have their niche. I have my own that I'm developing, and in due time, in my season, my tree will grow.
Come on.
He said his tree. With that somebody. He said his tree
will grow. And so will yours.
Yes.
That mustard seed, that's all you need.
This is the year 2021.
Come on.
This is your year. Because we know Rona ain't going nowhere no time soon.
No.
This our new normal.
This is going to be our new normal. So you got plenty of time.
Plenty.
To make some stuff happen this year.
This year.
Yep.
So like we said, we're only gonna be like 30 minutes each time, guys. Yep. Yeah, come on, trees. Trees is all through this today.
Sure is.
Yes, trees is all through this. How are you going to stay grounded? How are you going to be rooted? How are you going to blossom? How are you going to come on, somebody. How are you going to birth your fruits of the spirit?
Birth your fruits of the spirit.
Come on.
Girl.
What?
You better preach today.
I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing.
We got to speak.
We need to church fans.
Woo. Child. Okay, so.
Okay.
All right. We gonna quit playing. Okay. So basically, we end each one now because Derica shocked us last week, honey, with a good old word.
I don't know, well, you've been, coming at him today.
I mean. So okay.
All right, so since we've been talking about purpose, the passion, and your plan of action,
Derica's going to come to
today's
from the good
verse
book.
Comes from
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, the 29th chapter.
Jeremiah 29 and 11.
And it reads, "For I know the plans that I have for you," talking to you out there that's watching this, declares the Lord, "plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Make it happen in 2021. Jeremiah 29 and 11.
Y'all want me to put that in the comments? Jeremiah 29
and
11.
For he knows the plans.
For he knows the plans he has for you. Amen?
Amen.
Say amen, somebody. We're going to end On that note, wait, we got to end on our song.
Oh, yeah, we done. Y'all ready?
Okay, wait. If you missed it at the beginning.
All right, y'all ready?
All right. Wait, like I said, purpose, passion, plan of action for
All right.
2021.
See y'all next Tuesday.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
We got TidBit Tuesdays. We got TidBit Tuesdays. We got TidBit Tuesdays. Yeah. With Kaja,
Derica,
And Jack.
we will see you next Tuesday.
next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a prosperous week.
Oh, wait.